My story begins on Super Bowl Sunday of my freshman year at Dartmouth. I'm on the Vermonter Amtrak line, headed back up to school after a weekend at home in Connecticut. An old episode of No Reservations is playing on my laptop, and I'm at peace knowing that all my homework is done for tomorrow. The train is getting in at the start of the game, so I'll be able to catch the halftime show with some of my friends. It's a beautiful night in New England. Suddenly, the train comes upon an abandoned pickup truck in the middle of the tracks. We collide, and the truck is wrecked. Inside the train, however, all we feel is a bump, pretty routine. I only realize that something's gone wrong when the Wi-Fi cuts out and I don't get to watch Anthony Bourdain go fishing off the coast of Greece. It's very dark and I don't have very good cell service. I hear someone complain that they don't want to miss the game or get back too late for dinner. Meanwhile, my friend Scott is watching the game at a party at the fraternity he's hoping to rush in the fall. It's a big night for him. The Patriots are playing and he's going to meet a bunch of the brothers. Unfortunately, Scott is the only person on campus I know with a car, and I'm currently stranded an hour away from school. The conductor comes on every 15 minutes to remind us that they're working on fixing the train or getting a new one to pick us up, as if we could forget. Eventually, they stick us on a school bus to get us out of the cold and to a train station where a train could come get us, if they can locate another train, that is. By now, the halftime show is past, and we're all wishing we'd eaten dinner before the journey. I think about calling Scott from the little school bus, but it seems pretty out of line to drag him away from this rush party. We only met a few months ago, and he really wants to get into this frat. Other college students around me are planning a ride share together, but they go to UVM, so I'm on my own. We reach the train station in Bellows Falls, which is closed for the night, or maybe permanently by the looks of the place. I hear people saying we might have to spend the night here before they can get another train for us. I imagine trying to sleep on a bench in the station, missing my class the next morning, having nothing to eat until I go back to school, all because I couldn't just ask for help. And that about does it for me. I finally call Scott, embarrassed to ask him to leave this party and embarrassed to have waited this long to ask. It's the third quarter, and I worry that he'll miss out on the excitement of a big Patriots win with all his potential future brothers. I thank him like 5 times throughout the call. And he's nice about it on the phone, of course, but he must be annoyed. I imagine him listening to the game on the radio, muttering about what a pain I am and dreading the hour-long drive with me after I just ruined his rush party. The game ends as Scott pulls up in his little blue pickup truck. It could get squished by a train pretty easily, I've learned. He gets out with a smile on his face, which has me feeling equal parts relief and guilt. He puts my suitcase in the bed of the truck and asks if I'm hungry. I am, but I lie so we can just get back to campus as soon as possible. The first few minutes of the drive are kind of awkward, and I apologize again for making him leave this party. The game was actually really anticlimactic, Scott reassures me. People had started to clear out by the time I left anyways. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's good, I reply. In my head, I think that I should have asked him to come right when the train crashed. I could have left with all those locals whose families picked them up on the side of the tracks. I might have made the halftime show, and Scott could have come back to his party for the end. Despite me feeling pretty foolish, we have a nice drive back to school, listening to the post-game analysis in comfortable, happy silence. And in the following years, I asked for many rides and favors from Scott and my other friends, and I don't wait quite so long to do it.